the easiest language on the planet. I really think so. It's Spanish. I'm a live proof that you can do this if you just work hard. Yes, they could. And actually, I have seen one girl who was doing like this, and I was absolutely shocked. And I was like, what? And second girl, I think this is kind of also a strange experience for me. I have classes with her now, and she has some like psychological difficulties because of quarantine.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna be speaking English. Are you ready?
Finally, yes, I'm very happy to hear this.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here joined with Elvira Alieva, who is a friend of mine. I don't know how many years do we know each other, Elvira?
I guess 6 or no, 5, 5.
5 to 6 years. So it's like almost half of a decade. And Elvira is currently or is originally from the city called Tovuz in northwestern part of Azerbaijan, but now she's living in Saint Petersburg, Russia. Do you want to introduce yourself? And stage is yours, please. Who you are? Who are you?
Okay.
Okay.
So hi guys, my name is Elvira Alieva. I live and actually I was born in Saint Petersburg, Russia. My major was Arabic philology, and then like I became a politologist. And I speak 7 languages. That's why like we decided to make such kind of video together. And I think that's all. By the way, one of moments I'm interested in music and lettering. I think I hope you know what is this.
Well, I didn't know before, so if you want to explain to the people out there what actually lettering means, that would be great.
Okay, so there is difference between lettering and calligraphy. So calligraphy, it's when you just take a tool and write beautifully. But in lettering, sorry, you just use your pencil and eraser. Like you make a form of letters and then you color them.
Wow, interesting. So the point of like the main goal of this, well, we don't have any goal here. We're kind of like shooting the shit, but like I know that you speak several languages. So do you consider yourself a polyglot first of all?
Actually, yes.
Damn!
And which languages do you speak? Like in a conversational or like in a fluent way?
Okay, I speak Russian, of course, Azerbaijani, English, Arabic, Spanish, and a bit Turkish. Like not so fluent, but I almost totally understand it and can answer.
Nice. Well, that's actually pretty impressive. So I'm actually honored to be here with you, joined here with you. So
And
I
I
wanted to
forgot
ask
French,
you.
sorry.
Sorry.
I forgot French, sorry.
Well, I was gonna ask like what's up with the French?
Yeah.
Almost there. So Elvira, how did your like passion for languages started? Like you can speak obviously several languages, and isn't it difficult for you to sometimes like keep up with them? Like how did this like inspiration? Where did that come from?
Okay, actually, my first like experience, it started at kindergarten, but of course I don't remember this. But if we speak about conscious learning, it was second year of like school studies, and I really liked English in the beginning. And I realized that it's kind of easy to learn languages. And I think I realized that I really have capacity to the languages. It was my 6th grade when I suddenly started to prepare to French school, and I was learning for 6 months that school 6-year program.
Okay.
And yes, and actually I succeeded. And on my
I
first
can see
class,
that.
thank you. When I first came to my school, to the first French class, my teacher asked me like, "Could you read something? Like, are you capable to do this?" And I stared at her like, "Are you kidding me, woman?" And she was like, "Why do you like? Why do you surprise so much?" And I was like, "What the hell? Like, what did you do during 6 years?" Yes, like this. I was absolutely shocked.
Wow, that's a good start to have, right?
Yeah.
So, Elvira, my second question is about like how does your personality actually affect on learning languages? Because we have like well, most of the people who are watching this channel is most probably gonna be like Azeri language learners. So, like, how do you think that having the motivation actually to learn the language really affects, on your learning process?
Yeah. Actually, I can say that I'm lazy.
Okay.
Really, I can't make myself to sit or and read something or even watch something. And I realized that the best variant is to find a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like best teacher you can find.
Mm-hmm.
And second is just to start speaking. This is the most effective way, and you really feel that you know something.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually why do we like learn languages. This is the purpose, and this is the thing that you must do, not should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also know that like you're also teaching right now as a teacher. So like, what's your experience with that? Like, what do you have any interesting like stories as a teacher? Like something has happened to you that you want to share?
I think that tips are, if you are too lazy or you don't have opportunity to find a teacher, the best way is just to start to watch series or movies in this language.
Mm-hmm.
And the best is to start with subtitles. And second, like after some period, maybe after a month, 2 months, you should find a friend,
Mm-hmm.
really.
To practice.
Because, yes, to practice. Because if you don't do this, it means that you can only understand and you can speak.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you remember when I was preparing for this English language exam, this IELTS, I used to call you almost every week or every day.
Yeah,
I don't remember, and we were doing like
yeah.
the speaking practices. That was good times. So,
Yeah.
do you prefer learning languages like in a class or in an individual way? Like, which one do you think is more effective and why?
Okay, actually, for me, there is no any difference. I mean that I will do my best just to study and will concentrate on my studies. And like I don't like to compare myself with any other people because like okay, if I'm not so good as they are, it means that I don't work so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And But I think that individually it's like your rhythm of studying. Like in group, there are also people that are faster than you or that are slower than you. That's why you can't control this process. But if you are studying individually, you can control this and you can say, okay, maybe today I want to learn one song or to watch a movie and discuss it
Mm-hmm.
with my teacher. So like you can make your own program or changes in this program.
Got it. So I actually wanted to ask you this question, like, oh, as a teacher, I mean, as I mentioned before, like you have a lot of experience. Did you have any like weird or interesting stories happening to you, like with your students? It could be anything in person or during the call. Like, what was like your kind of weirdest or slash interesting moment that happened to you while you were teaching?
Actually, I don't know what I mean. I'm such teacher who makes their students like yes, who makes his students to watch movies and listen to music.
Okay.
And I really prefer TEDx. Uh, I have only one student who says me that, okay, actually I don't like this topic, can I change the video? And I prefer this variant. than like instead of not listening and not watching these. And second girl, I think this is kind of also strange experience for me. Uh, I have classes with her now, and she has some like psychological difficulties because of quarantine. And almost each of our class is like, oh my god, I'm tired, I don't know how to motivate myself. And we discuss this topic, not of course like each class, but we have some psychological support in English, and I really like it in some moments.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what is how much time do you think that like a person needs to, I mean, I wouldn't say like time, but like how many hours do they have to put in to work like per week? Do you think like someone can actually achieve their like language learning goal?
Okay, it depends on how do you study, because if you have teacher and you have, for example, like short term purposes, for example, like during half a year, you have to, um, I don't know, to improve your language till advanced, for example, and now you have, for example, a pre-intermediate, so at least you have to have classes 3 times a week,
Hmm.
and you have to watch at least twice more days or times something additional, like watch or do exercises or practicing or something.
Hmm.
But if it's long periods, like long period purpose, maybe not 3 times a week, but like with teacher, it can be just 3 times a week,
What do you
but you
mean,
are doing something.
watching by a teacher? Like you, both of you at the same time watching the movie, or the student watches and then later he gives you
Yes,
an overview?
yes, second variant, because I don't like to waste my students' time. What I mean, like they pay for me, not for watching movie. They can do this
Or they
by
could.
themselves. Yes, they could. And actually, I have seen one girl who was doing like this, and I was absolutely shocked because, like, she said, "Okay, let's like this girl came to cafe, and they were like, okay, today we will watch Friends," and I was like, "What?"
So hashtag don't be like her, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you wanna give a name of that person so we can like shout it out?
I don't know her name. I was sitting beside these girls in the cafe.
Got it. Nice. So like what is your like so you have mentioned I think like 5 6 languages already. So do you have any favorite one, and like what was the most difficult one for you to learn during the whole process?
Um, the easiest language on the planet, I really think so. It's Spanish, and
Really?
I absolutely like it. Yeah,
Well,
I absolutely like it, and it's very energetic and positive. And actually, I now started to practice salsa. That's why it's absolutely lovely to think, to move, and to dance. And Spanish, it's like a music language, really.
mm-hmm.
And the hardest, actually, I don't know, but maybe you will laugh at me. It's Azerbaijani.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't have any teachers, and I learned it by myself, as you know. And actually, you heard my first steps, and you were laughing at me so a lot. So,
No, but now you speak pretty good. Like,
thank
I
you,
mean,
thank you.
no, no, for
Like,
real.
guys, I'm alive proof that you can do this if you just work hard.
The real
Really.
legend,
Yay!
the living legend, Elvira Alieva.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. That's actually pretty interesting. And my actually final, well, it's not going to be like a question, but I would like you to give a final advice for somebody who's learning a new language. Let's say in our case, it's going to be Azerbaijani. So, like, what is like the one unique advice that you can give? It could that to the new learners.
Okay, I don't think that I can give one advice. I can give several
Please
advices.
give several. Yeah.
So the first is really find a friend who is ready to help you, who is ready to correct you. This is the most, like, one of the important points, that this person should be ready to correct you and should be ready to uh, stand your mistakes. And second, don't hesitate to ask anybody about things that you don't know. Okay, you are studying, and this is studying process. Don't think about others. You have your own rhythm of life, rhythm of studying, and just follow this. But try to do your best and pay at least 15 minutes per day for something, like for this language that you are learning.
Wow, the legend drops the bombs here, right?
Thank you.
I love that. Well, thank you very much. It was, I think, a pretty useful episode for those of you who are just starting to learn like any language. Well, in our case, most probably it's going to be Azerbaijani. So thanks for joining. I appreciate you coming in, and good luck with your upcoming adventures.
Thank you so much.